One summer moment can change a child's life. Through Toys for Tots Give and Go initiative, your support provides books, games, toys, and outdoor adventures that spark curiosity, creativity, and a love of nature. Whether it's fishing, learning a new sport, reading under a tree, or playing with friends, these moments build confidence and lifelong memories. For too many children, those moments never come. You can help change that this summer. Visit toysfortots.org. Toys for Tots, delivering hope beyond the holidays.
Listen, all you New Yorkers. Excuse me. Taxi. Okay, man, we're looking around.
This is the 77 WABC minicast.
It is the Anthony Cumia Show. How is everyone? My goodness gracious, a Sunday evening on 4th of July weekend. You having fun? I certainly hope so. Last night, of course, was 4th of July. But you get the whole weekend. It is dandy when it falls on a weekend because you still get the Friday off. They can't take that away from you. And then you got a weekend, a whole weekend. You don't have to worry about waking up hungover, which I'm sure many of you did this morning. I pulled the reins back. You know, years ago, the day after 4th of July, which I guess would be the 5th of July, was just nightmarish. Waking up, the pounded head, the wooziness. You got to do the medicinal beer to get back into it because you're not done. It's still 4th of July weekend. So I hope you're having a great time. The weather's been wacky. In D.C., of course, they had the big Donald Trump, the 250th anniversary of the signing of the Declaration of Independence. And Trump wanted to make it a big party. That's how Trump does it. And it was unbelievable. I wish I was there. It's one of those things you watch and go, that would have been nice to be at. Because history making, I guess the Guinness Book of World Records is saying that was a world record with the most fireworks ever shot off, I think ever for anything in the world. It did not stop. I was watching videos of it, and at one point, it just looked like D.C. was being carpet bombed. The smoke, and of course, they're all bitching and complaining about the smoke today. Oh, the particles in the air, you could still smell it. Damn that Trump. Oh, yeah. One day, we actually celebrate something in this country instead of complaining and crapping all over it. And, of course, that's a problem, too. But it looked fantastic. It looked great. There were a lot of people, from what I saw, watching. Flyovers. Nothing cooler than a flyover. Just a bunch of, who was it? The Blue Angels and the Thunderbirds. And then they have the giant fuel tanker aircraft with Black Hawk helicopters and Apaches. Just an amazing display. Something so cool about that. And, you'll see the people, the blown out, overgrown hippies and the liberal left, and they hate it. Why do our tax dollars have to go to machines of death? 'Cause it's cool. I'd rather have my money go to a rivet on an F-18 than a lot of these nonsensical social programs that the liberals waste your money on. So it looked fantastic. A great display of national pride. There were a lot of fireworks last night, all over the place. From the videos I saw, and around where I live, I went out into Greenville with some friends and had dinner. And on the drive back, man, a lot of fireworks, and it was good because I don't know. Some years you just feel like it's not clicking, like maybe people aren't feeling it. And the media, of course, is going to push that America is terrible, and if you're celebrating it, you're celebrating an oppressive, racist, homophobic nation, blah, blah, blah. And truth be told, I think the vast majority of people that aren't mentally ill, like we see on the left, in this country, do have a love of country, and they do have a pride in nation. And it's great that a couple of times a year, depending on what the holiday is, we get together, we blow off some fireworks, we crack some beers, and celebrate. Get out on the boat if it's summer, and celebrate the unbelievable good luck we had being born here into this country. Because, when you think about where you could have been born in the world, odds are you ending up here. They're not that good. Not really that good. 200 and some odd million people. It was a lot less when I was born, and probably when a lot of the people listening were born. And compared to the world population, the odds that you were going to drop out here in the United States of America are pretty slim. And then there you are. You're here in this amazing country. And as time goes on, we see people that come here and they don't appreciate what this country's all about and who built it, who's responsible for the ideals we have, the laws, the ideology, the way we interact with each other as Americans, because that's part of the whole process of this country growing over the course of the years. That's something that I don't even know if any immigrant can feel. You can come here from a faraway land that is an S-hole, as Donald Trump has called a few places, and you can absolutely appreciate the hell out of this country, and you can bring your skills and talents and appreciation and contribute to the United States of America. I got no problem with that. But I still don't believe you are going to have that feeling that Americans have, natural-born Americans, having lived your childhood here. I don't think people understand the importance of growing up in America in the context of being an American and appreciating this country more than I really do think any immigrant, legal immigrant even, could possibly imagine. It was such an important part. You learned about the country, and I'm not talking about just in school. You learned about the country, about your freedoms. You learned responsibility in a place where the adults were people that could teach you to be a good person, to be a good American, to respect things, and have a dedication and a loyalty to the country. And I just don't think that happens. You see somebody, Zoran Mamdani, and he came here, a decade ago? Not even? I really don't think you can understand America without having grown up in America. And I'm not talking about it has to be the good old days. Anthony Cumia, there I was, 9 years old, riding my bike with my friends, East Islip, Long Island, with Boomer Esiason, by the way. That bastard. Got in a fight with him, broke my arm when I punched his head. We both went to Timber Point Elementary School. Not kidding. And that was just something that instills Americana in you. Growing up, riding your bikes with friends. We used to go to Heckscher Park out on Long Island and try to catch newts and amphibians and frogs. And it sounds like the Little Rascals, but it was only, the 70s. And it just instilled in you how wonderful this country was. Even at that age, you had an appreciation for what you were doing. So when I see people taking office in this country, whether it's local, state, or federal, I do not think they can appreciate what this country is as well as somebody who was born here and raised here and spent a childhood here. Same thing with, Obama. Don't even get me started with the Hawaii thing. But I kind of feel the same way. You didn't have that experience of growing up. An American family, 4th of July's, growing up, experiencing 4th of July's, your neighbors, your neighborhood, a block party, a barbecue in someone's backyard, even if there was somebody that just recently moved in, there was already a commonality. There's a common interest. There was common ideology of being an American. You could sit down and start talking to a brand new neighbor and have more things in common than you didn't have in common. That's gone with people that come here, especially when they come here and make these little enclaves for themselves in Minneapolis, plenty of other places. They refuse to assimilate. They not only don't embrace this country, they hate it. There is a disdain for America and everything it stands for. And the more liberals try to convince the population of this country that it's a strength, that diversity is our greatest strength, and they're talking about Muslims, people that have come here from third world countries and have no interest whatsoever in assimilating and becoming part of American culture and an American society. They hoard together. They practice everything that they practiced from the crap hole third world nation they came from, like Somalia. They have a loyalty to Somalia above and beyond any loyalty that they would have for America. I don't think they have any loyalty for America. And when they're all put in one place, it's very hard for them to assimilate. And I think that was done on purpose by a lot of politicians, presidents, bringing people in and giving them areas where they can take over. And this has done nothing but make more division, make people more angry, and make people that make these areas of people that are not American. They can live here. They can be within the borders. They can have the legal documents, but that's not American. If you ask me.